Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Off a play action. Here's Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Stafford looks to throw again.
Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Jackson now. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 6 there on first. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 4. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, and bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Stafford.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 2nd and inches, Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check. Lucky.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
51, Mike 51. Push him back.
Jackson rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Brown, the lone receiver, left. 3rd and goal, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Got him in on the right sideline. It's Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 1st down, Stafford here. It's caught by OBJ. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he's brought down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Akers.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return is Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular. And they're not not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Stafford on third down. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Connecting with Andrews.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Now Jackson.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
No. He's crazy. He's checking crowd. Checking crowd.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Stafford. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And he will get out of bounds with 23 seconds to play as he does pick up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Stafford now to throw. Forced out to his left.
Into the hands of Beckham. And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However,